What are the things to consider in production planning? In this video, I'm going to talk to you about kind of a lost or never existent art in production planning. So let me just reset us real quick. In a production plan, you'll see the different phases of the project, and they will have flow, and we'll see it in a time by location format. Okay? And we all know to have our executive summary, we all know to have our milestones, we all know to have our administrative and like mobilization first 120 days, and we know to have our long lead procurement. But here is something that is very rarely, or if ever, on a production plan, and it should be. It's what I call the trade partner preparation process. What I mean by that is the time that it takes to get a trade partner through buyout, pre-mobilization, the pre-construction or preparatory meeting, and into their first zone to do their work. That has to be leveled. Just like procurement, you can't have submittals stacking all at once. We've got to level those out. Just like with our teams, we can't have a pre-mobilization meeting, meaning 30 of them in 1 week. It's got to be leveled out. So this needs to be managed inside the actual application, inside your production plan. And if you do this, meaning if you implement the trade partner preparation process, you will be successful on your project. I promise you, because your trades will be queued up and supported with everything they need. So if you're into that, stay with me, because I'm about to switch over to my computer and show you in InTakt what I'm talking about and why it's so important and what it will do for you. Okay, everybody, I'm excited to show you my screen here. One of the things that I want to start out with is the trade partner preparation process. If you work for Hensel Phelps, this is called the 6-step process. Some people call this the quality process. Whatever you call it, it's crucial for your project. And so this is an outline that I like to use. This is the one that we formatted for Lean Built. And this is heavily borrowed from the Army Corps of Engineers, Hensel Phelps, different quality programs that I've seen throughout the industry. And just in case you were wondering if I did anything illegal, this is all from memory. So I created this all from memory. So bottom line is, when you're going to monitor a scope or enable a trade partner, we've got to have that teaming purchasing phase before actually reaching an executed signed contract. One of the things that we do once we have an executed contract is called the pre-mobilization meetings. That's within 2 weeks of having an executed contract. And basically what I'm attempting to do there is make sure that the window of time between the pre-mob and the pre-con, that's the time for the trade partner to prepare submittals, RFIs, get any of the needed documentation done for the pre-con meeting. The pre-con meeting or preparatory meeting or pre-install or whatever you want to call it, that meeting is to make sure that the foreman and superintendent on the with a trade partner are 100% ready to go and jam it. And so I wrote it down here 2 weeks. That's the minimum I would do. Usually I schedule that 3 weeks. That way if the trade partner shows up not having read the drawings, we can respectfully reschedule for their benefit. I'm not being rude. Obviously, when materials are coming to the site, we're doing that. But one of the things that I really want to focus on is the first in place inspection will happen depending on when the first piece of work is ready. Then you do follow-up walks, and then you do your rolling completion list. So we're jamming. So when I looked at this from a preparation standpoint, I saw the pattern: plan it first, right? This is crucial for us. Build it right while we're there, okay? And then finish as we go. So this is literally the step. So step one, let's get a contract. Let's get the trade partner set up and ready to go. And let's get the pre-construction meeting or the preparatory meeting done with the trade before they actually start, and make sure that the crew is off on the right foot. So this is crucial, and we can share this with you in the description below on this YouTube channel. Don't mind that at all. If you want modifications to it, we can help you. What you want to really focus on is to verify these red text areas. So the teaming is to get the right scope. The pre-mob is to explain to the contractor what we want. The pre-con is to collect and explain the deliverables, and the first in place is to make sure that we're off on the right foot. The follow-up walks are to keep an eye on the work, and the rolling completion list in the final walk is to finish the contractor scope. And here's the big thing: before they demobilize, that's absolutely crucial. So let me go ahead and take you over here to InTakt, becoming one of my favorite softwares of all time. It's constantly developing. I like it better than Excel now for TAC planning. Really, really jamming stuff. So I showed you this on previous videos. Obviously, here's our project management. Here's our bidding process, permitting, and then down here we have this TP3. So this is interesting. You might look at this and be like, Jay Money, you're crazy. But here's the deal. If we're going to start, I want to make sure that we have the time to do the pre-construction meeting before we actually start the work. So let's look at this tie, right? So site work would start down here on our production plan. Well, we know that we're not going to start properly unless we have the pre-con meeting. And we know that before the pre-con meeting, we're not going to start well until we have that time for the trade partner to do their work. And at that same time, that's the same window where we do our pull plan. And then back over here, our pre-mobilization meeting. So we have some durations, right? Civil's a little bit shorter. Concrete, our pre-mob has quite a bit more time in between the pre-construction meeting, but these are all tied so that I can make sure that I'm queuing up the trades on time. So check this out. Yes, we've got the normal procurement stuff in here. Yes, we've got the normal deferred submittals. Yes, we have our normal timelines in here. Yes, we have our normal production plan. But please, in your production plans, don't forget the trade partner preparation process. The other thing is that you can start to do when you're looking at this, which is really neat in my opinion, is that, hey, you see in 2 weeks you've got 3 meetings. That's not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. If you started to see on your project that there was like 18 different pre-mobilization meetings, and check this out, and that's not here, so we're pretending. You have a bunch of pre-mob meetings and you have a bunch of pre-con meetings, and there's 23 meetings that have to happen in the course of 2 weeks. You know that you're not leveled. And if you knew that you weren't leveled, you could be like, hey, we can move that one forward a little bit. Hey, we can move this one forward a little bit. Move this one forward. Right? You want to level out your trade partner preparation process as well. And so I'm in the description below going to give you the quality form for the trade partner preparation process. Also a link to the book Elevating Pre-Construction Planning, which has really great content about this. And we'll turn this into a blog post for you. But the bottom line is, please, please, please make sure that you're focusing on the trade partner preparation process. And I'll do it again, leveling that out. Otherwise, your team is going to get overworked, especially when you overlay it with your internal submittal reviews as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. On we go.